सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमामस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तं पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मे च मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नारायणं पद्मभूं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महन्तं गोविन्दं शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तन्तोटकं वार्तिककारणं ज्ञानस्मद्गुरुं सन्तितमार्तोऽस्मि साक्षात् सच्चिदानन्दं प्रत्यगद्वयं क्रियं तन्नमामिन्द्रस्य योगिगं खानिलाग्निचरित्रन्तं स्रक्फणीयोद्गतं यतः ध्वान्तच्छिदे नमस्तस्मै हरये बुद्धिसाक्षिणे Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Yeah. So, further here, Udyamanam. So, we saw what was the marking there? Anitya Phaladvira. No, Anitya Phal. So we saw the 53rd verse, which says, Utpadyamapyam samskarim vikarim cha kriyaphalam naiva muktir yatastasmat karma tasyana sadhanam. Karma tasya muktehe sadhanam na bhavati. Kutaha? Because karma, kriya phala is what? Kriya phala is utpadya apya samskare vikarya. And mukti is not one of them. Yataha tasmat. Mukti na evam. Mukti is neither, is none of these. Utpadya apya samskare vikarya. Therefore, further what? In the 53rd verse, we saw the introduction. Vritta sankirtana purvakam vartishyamana grantasya sandarpasya tatparemaha evam tavaditi. So we saw, looking back what has gone by, summarizing it, further what is going to come up. Mulakara talks about that. Evam tavat kevalam karma sakshad avidya apanuttaye na paryaptam. Kevala karma is not sufficient to take away ajnana. Ajnana and its karya samsara. Muktau cha mukshu jnana tad vishayas swabhavya anurodhina sarva prakarasya pi karmana asambhavokta hitam samprepsatam ityadina. And what was said earlier, hitam samprepsatam, you take yourself as granted to be a limited person, and then there are so many sadhanas, whether laukika or vaidika, for respective goals. So initially, what is considered as an axiom, you have taken it as correct understanding of yourself as a limited being. Therefore, you are struggling to find means to your goals because you want to be limitless. Whether you have analyzed it or not, Purnata Ananda Swarupa is wanting. That characteristic is inherent in all jivas. Why? Because whatever is our swabhava, swarupa, what is sahaja, we always tend to go back to that, knowingly or unknowingly. Water flows towards its resting place. It will flow from top to bottom. It finds its level, Water, it finds its level. Wherever we take it, it will start running down. So that is a swabhava. We are most comfortable in our swarupa, swabhava. By the way, there was a question here I forgot to answer there. So there is a doubt as to what is really this karma yoga. So let me clarify this karma yoga, because all this sandarbha, it is karma yoga only. However, the word may not be necessarily used here. But what is karma yoga? The varnashrama dharma is karma. Dharma is karma. Whenever you see a word as karma, unless it is specifically mentioned which karma, like Pashyan, Shrunvan, Ityadi, that is not Vaidika karma. So there the word is not dharma. So Pashyan, Shrunvan, Ityadi, Gita, Unmishan, Nimishan, Napi, Ityadi, all that. None of that is taken as dharma karma because it is specifically mentioned. Laukika karma, Sharira Sthiti Matra karma for a sannyasi. But whenever prayena, a word karma is used in Shastra, it means dharma. What is the dharma? Varnashrama dharma. Then everything else, smartha karma, will also follow. Because there are many other things which are there. Vapi, Kupatadagadi, So digging a well for someone, for what water resources today, whatever, put a pipeline today, modern world pipeline, putting a pipeline, helping someone get water, giving water to people, helping out, all of these anyone can do. This is also part and parcel of dharmic life. That karma is also dharma only. So whenever you say punya karma, dharma, all these are interchangeable words. Kamya karma is separate. Why? Because kamya visheshana is added. So by definition, karma is nitya karma. When you say swarga, when you're discussing, karma is a generic bracket, vidhi, wherever there is a vidhi. Now this vidhi can be there in kamya karma also and in nitya karma also. So all of that is included. But when you say karma yoga, there kamya karma has to be taken out. Kamya karma has to be taken out. Why? Because it is for chitta shuddhi. Now I want to go to, when you say kamya karma, it means wanting to go to swargadi loka, wanting putra adi, putra kameshti. Now putra kameshti also you have to have some viveka as to putra kameshti. Why is putra needed? Because I am doing dharma, I need putra to hand over the karma. That's a different approach. And that is the approach of the Shastra. But anyway, this is not, wanting to have children is not a bad desire, it is a good desire. It's a good desire, it will not be categorized as Nishiddha. That's all it is. So it is not Nishiddha. So you are helping Jiva reach his goal by, providing a body. That's what it is. Jiva has to get an opportunity to enter a Sharira. So begetting a child is giving an opportunity. That's why we respect our parents, that I got an opportunity to fulfill my karma, get my karma phala, and continue my journey on the path of moksha. Everyone is seeking that knowingly or unknowingly, any life form. So we are thankful there. So wanting putra, not getting putra, and thereby, putra kameshti aga, because the desire is there to beget children. That may I live through them, may I get support in old age. All this is backing there. However, since Shruti says that beget children, because why is marriage also? Why is marriage recommended by the Shastra? Only for karma. Everything is only for karma. Wanting to marry and not wanting children is not a life that is there in Shastra. Shastra says you marry, also get children only for karma. If you don't want to do karma, don't get married. Shastra is very clear. Stay in the Gurukula, do not leave that. So whenever Shastra talks about karma, that everything is built around karma. Every entire life is built around Shastriya karma. That karma, when it is done without any expectation of result, it is called as what? Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. Wanting to offer karma to the Lord. And whatever result comes, even if you do not expect a result, result will come. If you have done good, the good will accrue to you. Even if you don't want it, it will come. But what is the benefit? See, remember that childhood story. Okay, this is actually how it is. Childhood story is what? The woodcutter, his axe falls in the lake, river, whatever, you know that story. So is this your, brings a iron axe? Is it your axe? Then silver axe and gold axe. So you remember that story, right? Finally, he gets it all. When you are true to it, you get it all. That's a fact. Dharmic life is that. Bhagavan is very kind. Not that he will give you chitta shuddhi. If you don't want anything, he will give you only chitta shuddhi. He'll also give you resources. So when you don't want anything, people will. Vairagya is appreciated in not only in Shastra, in life also you will see. When you don't want it, you don't keep on accumulating, you will have an easy life. When you accumulate, then you have issues. So you keep on accumulating and don't share. So when I say accumulating, when you accumulate and don't share, when you accumulate to share, that is a dharmic life. Shastra talks about vapi kupatadagadi. But when you just accumulate, and miserly life, then you don't get anything. You live in misery. When you share or when you don't want anything, the life is decent enough, because vairagya gives ananda. Similarly, here it does not mean that, see, vairagis live, right? You see, here they are called as pakkad babas, They just live off the streets. In Western culture, they'll call them hobos. They are not hobos. They have left their home. Some really very well off, rich people also, they have left it due to vairagya to seek Atma. So the life of kasta is only to, not get addicted to something, not get used to a particular, taking it for granted. So it's a sadhana. Still they live on. How do they live on? Live on bhiksha. How do they live on? Bhagavan takes care through all the resources. So this life is life of dharma. And in the life of dharma, just because one does not want result, one wants chitta shuddhi, does not mean that one will not get anything else. He will get that also, he or she. That is the surrender. This is karma yoga. So Ishwararpana buddhi and prasada buddhi. Getting phala, whatever you get, for more or less, whether it is more or less, you are happy. It is not that you will not get. You have done something, you will get it, get the result. So, of course, in from Mimamsa Drushti, there is it is called as a Vakya Bheda. If same karma gives two results, if you analyze it and say that this will give this also and that also, that does not happen. However, it is not that that very karma is fructifying. It will give chitta shuddhi and punya will open up. We have infinite punya, what we have done. Limitless punya we already have. So only that punya will open up to give sukha for a person who wants chitta shuddhi. So he'll be taken care of. That's the idea. So karma yoga is twofold. Ishvara arpana buddhi, prasada buddhi. But which karma? Only dharmika karma. You cannot say I am neutral. I'll commit crimes, but I do, because Puja Swami used to give this example. All that is not called for here. Why? Because for us, karma and dharma are interchangeable. Bhagavan Bhashyakara uses in that sense. Because what is yoga there? Samatva buddhi is yoga. What is karma yoga? There is only single definition. There are not two definitions. In entire Gita Shastra, yoga is only one. Yoga is used for all 18 chapters also. Arjuna Vishada Yoga, Sannyasa Yoga, all these are Karma Yoga. But Yoga Shabda, Paribhashika, there is only single definition. I'm saying this because this is confusing for many, and I've seen people explain it many different ways, but this is my perspective. I've debated it with those who have this perspective also, including some acharyas. I've had a discussion in this man, because there is a single definition. You look at Bhagavan Bhashyakara. What does he say? Samatvam yoga uchyate. Karma yoga is what? Samatva. Not get elated with, something good happens, you don't get elated, and you don't get depressed, don't get, dejected when you don't get the result in keeping with what your expectation is. Right? That is samatva bhava, samatvam yoga uchyate. Now, couple of shlokas later, there is another which people misinterpret as lakshana of yoga. It is not lakshana of yoga. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Whatever is samatva is karma yoga. Yoga means what? Karma yoga. Samatva is karma yoga in result. Now, the next one is what? There is an akanksha there. What is the second people talk about, whereby this Puja Swamiji story comes up? Somebody help me out here. What is the second yoga lakshana people usually give? It does not come to mind because I don't use it. It is not a lakshana of Kim Nama? Samattam. Just give me one moment. Samattam yoga uchyate, and what is that? See, Gita. It's right at the tip of my tongue, but not coming out. Stukru karmani durani. Strange. This is what happens when you're, I'm talking about myself, when more used to using Google than anything else. So I'll have to use that. It's somewhat. My PC is also slowed down. Yeah, so 48, right? Yeah. So yeah, I was right here. Yeah. So here, I saw that verse and I didn't see that word. Okay. Yogastha, it is open in that page. It says, Yogastha kur karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjay siddhya siddhyo samubhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. After that, durena yavaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanam anvichya krupana palayata. The next sloka there, here is बुद्धि युक्तो जहातीय उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्माद योगाय युज्यस्व योग कर्मसु कौशलम. So कौशलम, that कुशल से भाव कौशलम. So you, so so here the akanksha is kim nama kaushalam. So yoga karmasu kaushalam. This is misinterpreted. Okay. The problem is yoga karmasu kaushalam. This also looks like a Lakshana Vakya and people get confused here. That's why Puja Swamiji clarifies. There's a second Lakshana people take. Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. So the Anvaya is what? So you have to learn this Anvaya. Karmasu Kaushalam Yoga. This is how people take it. And this is how Swami Chinmayanji also take it. That is why, all the confusion is there. Why confusion? Because it is against Gita Shastra. You make an akshepa, you misunderstand it and then explain it wrong and your followers go wrong and then they ask you questions which are completely, because from the definition, the question is right. When you say you karmasu yat kaushalam saha yoga, if this is your anvaya, this is how you explained it. What is the English translation? In kaushalam, they say expertise or whatever, skill in action. Skill in action is yoga. You will have heard this. Absolutely wrong translation. And unfortunately, Gambhiranji also has done this. Very unfortunate. He has also done this, something similar. I looked up because Gambhiranji is very authentic. In English translation, he keeps to Shankara Bhashya. He does not add his own words. If he wants to add some tika also, he'll put it as a footnote. This is an important topic, so I want to explain this. If you say yoga is equal to karmasu kaushalam, kushalata, skill in action is yoga, then Puja Swami brings this story. Somebody asked Puja Swamiji, I'm a pickpocketer. I mean, these days you have bank looters and stuff like that. He'll take money off you from your banks online and all that. But that era, Puja saw somebody in Mumbai, he said, Swamiji, I'm a pickpocketer. I've never got caught. Never got caught. I have expertise. I have such a skill. Am I yogi? Am I a yogi? He's a yogi, right? By your definition, karmasu kaushalam is equal to what? Yoga. Yogasya sthiti yogi. So who is yogi? This fellow who has skill in pickpocketing also. A thief who is good at his job is a yogi. This is your problem because you have explained it in this manner. So whoever explains it in this manner has to answer this question. So Puja Swamiji laughed. He says, see, then you ask him, he says that, see, I have never got caught, I have got skill. I've been doing it for decades and decades. So am I not a yogi by your definition? You have to agree. You have to agree it fits the definition. But that is not the definition. There are two issues there. One is that it is not any karma. The problem is when you dilute the word karma to the worst of the levels as any karma, then we have this problem. When we say yoga, even in that definition, we can make it work, calling it as a definition and saying what? The skill in Vaidika karma, Dharmika karma is yoga. We can make it work, but it is not that either. Why? Because it is not the Lakshana of yoga at all. Because Lakshana of yoga has gone by 2 slokas back. How can you have another Lakshana now? Bhagavan did not say this or that, va. There is no va there. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Uchyate is very clear. It is a definition. This is what is called as yoga. There is no called bhavati and all that. You have to do adhyara. That's all. Nothing else. No uchyate and that cannot be brought in there. So when you say, then why that sloka? What is that sloka saying? See, yoga is already defined. So the anvaya is what? Karmasu yoga is equal to kaushalam. It is the lakshana of kaushalam. What is the akanksha? You have to add an akanksha there. Kim nama kaushalam. What is kushalata? What is skill? If you want to call it a skill, okay. What is skill? Skill is what? What is skill in action? Not skill in action is yoga. What is skill? How do you say a person is skilled in action? He has skill only when he has samatva bhava. That is the idea. Karmasu yoga, ya yoga, tadeva kaushalam. Natu anyat. Karmasu samatva bhava asti chet sa kushalah. Yasya asti sa kushalah. Tasya bhava kaushalam. Kim nama kaushalam? Etadeva kaushalam. Ya yoga uktaha. Shlokadvaya purva. Puram kim uktam? Samatvam yoga uchyate. That yoga you have to replace that. So mathematically, when you see, you get the value of x, then you replace that value of x and find the value of y, whatever. That is how you do it here. Yoga definition you have. Karmasu yoga is equal to kaushalam. What is yoga? Samatva. Therefore, what is the shloka now? What will it mean? Karmasu samatva bhavaha kaushalam. That's what it means. Here you cannot go wrong. So somebody asked me, I said that, see, Puja Swamiji, may you have used two definitions for his audience because he has got such audience. He caters to an extremely wide audience. He has to teach everyone. So he has to use that. Those do not have Vaidika karma, to such an audience also he has to cater. So he has to explain. And people have come reading such books where yoga is skill in action. So they'll ask these kind of questions. So he has to answer, explain. He cannot say, what is this? He cannot do that. He has to carry everyone. So there, when someone asks that, then if it is a second lakshana, one acharya asked me, I don't want to name him, but so that Swamiji asked me, he says that, Puja Swamiji uses two lakshanas. I said, Swamiji, Puja Swamiji may use because he caters to a wide range of words. So he has to answer to this pickpocket story. That's why he uses that to explain that it is not that. But I don't have to answer, I said, because for me, I am following Bhashya for two reasons. First, I explained that this is not a lakshana of yoga at all. Then he agreed because Bhashya says so. If you look up the Bhashya, look up Bhashya on Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. There it is clearly, Bhagavan Bhashyakara has made an anvaya perfectly. That's why I am surprised that Gambhiranji did it wrong. Perhaps because, this was very prasiddha there. Because prasiddha meaning takes over, you can't see the anvaya if it is already, anvaya is forced into your mind. But if you follow Bhashya, you'll see clearly. And it does not make sense also. Then Swamiji asked me, if you say, even with this, if you say, karmasu yaha samatva bhavaha tat kaushalam, there also he may ask, what may he ask? He may say, I have never got caught. There he used skill as to, establish that is a yogi. Now he may say, I have samatva bhava, even if I get caught. I have samatva bhava. If I succeed in pickpocketing or I don't, I am okay. I am happy. Samatva I have. Am I a yogi? He may say, right? So that Swamiji said in your definition also, in that when you say, that's a flaw. Because samatva bhava, he said, there also I can bring the sakshepa. That pickpocket story, you are also answerable. I said, I am not answerable. Why? Because to me, karma is not any karma. Karma is dharma. Is pickpocketing dharma? It is not dharma. And it is not even, if you say it is a neutral karma, some other karma you bring in, there also I'll say, is it really dharmika karma? It is not. Laukika karma, neutral karma also is not included, only dharma. Okay. Then he says that even if you force it, I have samatva bhava, I said, you call him a yogi, I have no issues. But it will not be the case. It will not be the case if you give concession and say all karmas are included. Samatva bhava, if one really has samatva bhava, he may say, if I get caught, I have no issues. If I don't get caught, I bring home the loot, I am happy. and I get caught also, I'm happy, then you should really call him a yogi. Because what? Because it is not possible. That person will not be, picking pockets if he had this bhava. Very clear. You can make a Vitanda Vada. You can, debate till the cows come home, but that's a fact. No thief worthy of his salt will say that if I get caught. Why is he running away in that case? Why is he running away and hiding? He says, okay, you come and go, catch me, it's okay. That does not happen. So it is all Vitanda to justify it. Fact is that yoga is one lakshana. Okay, coming back to this now. Prasada buddhi, Ishwararpana buddhi, this is twofold. Now, in case of Kamya karma, some say that Kamya karma, Swargadi karma, these also you can do with Samatva bhava. It will become Karma Yoga. Okay? Some say that, but that paksha is not justified. Where is it justified? For people like Janaka before he became a jnani. Janaka Raja, before he became a jnani, he continued to do his job. Now a Raja, a king, cannot be doing only Nitya Karma. He has to, Raja is just doing some Nitya Karma. He has to do some big yaga so that others follow. He may do up to Ashwamedha also. There it is all Karma Yoga, of course, unless he is a jnani. If he is a jnani, then his karma is not called as Karma Yoga, because Karma Yoga is not for a jnani. Jnani continues to do karma, that is called as karma bhasaha. It just appears as karma, there is no karma there. It is a abhava of karma. Jnani does not see karma. There is nothing other than him. So there's a difference. Yogi ji, is it clear? Yogi ji.
जी स्वामी जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद स्वामी जी, मेरे को
Clear,
गॉट
right?
द क्लैरिटी।
No question. So,
जी
because
जी जी
Karma
स्वामी
Yoga
जी।
is a difficult topic,
जी
it is difficult and it has to be known because it has to be done. So now, since the Varnashrama karma is diluted or it is not there for many, then whichever karma you do, puja ityadi, whatever you do for others, there also when we do with less expectation. So Bhagavan Krishna talks about it in the 16, 17, 18 chapters where he talks about sattvika, sattvika dana, etc. There are gradations there, sattvika, rajasika, etc. So when there the karma yoga will get diluted into less result when somebody does it with expectations. So it will also give results. Of course, dana will give its own punya, but if it is rajasic dana, tamasik dana, then it will not fructify so much. That's the idea. So with that background, let's continue here, because this question keeps on coming multiple times. So I thought it is better to do it in Patha, because others may also have, or somebody is watching recording. So we took a detour, but it is worthy of it. So evan tavat kevalam karma sakshad avidya apanuttaye. Oh, okay. Radhikama, it's only your connection, I think. So, yeah, okay. So, somebody answered in the chat. I don't look up the chat generally. If I see it, I look up. Okay, here. Sakshara vida apanuttayena paryaptamiti prapanchitam muktaucha. So, here, hitam you have taken it for granted, therefore we seek. So, we take ourselves as granted, and whatever is our assumption about us, we try to get resources to fulfill whatever is the need or the goal, whatever our kamana is. So with that, the Tikakara further says, Anitya phalad viraktatvam mumukshu swabhavaha. So here what was said? Here, mumukshu jnana tadvishaya swabhavya anurodhena. So mumukshu, jnana and tadvishaya, three things. Mumukshu, jnana and tadvishaya, jnana vishaya. So what is it? And all of these, Dandva. Dandvante pada is what? It will connect with all. Sarvatra sambhadyate. So mumukshu swabhavya anurodhena, jnana swabhavya anurodhena. Tad vishaya meaning jnana vishaya swabhavya anurodhena. What sarva prakarasya karana asambhava ukta. Mukta. So towards mukti, direct sakshat karana karma is not. Karmana asambhava ukta. Why? Because mumukshu jnana tadvishya swabhavya anurodhena. Sarva prakarasya karmana. Any karma you take. Not only kamya karma, nishiddha karma, prayashchita karma, but also nitya naimitika karma. Directly it cannot give moksha, mukti. Towards mukti, it is not, it is asambhava as sadhana, direct sadhana, sakshat sadhana. Has been said. Why? Hetu is what? Mumukshu jnana tadvishaya swabhavya anurodhena. If you inquire into swabhava of each of these, mumukshu swabhava, jnana, tadvishya. So that is explained here. What is mumukshu swabhava here? Anitya phalad viraktatvam mumukshu swabhava. What is mumukshu swabhava? Anitya phalad viraktatvam. Now he is a virakta from anitya phala. How will he do karma? Why will he use karma for moksha? Having vairagya and doing karma, he has vairagya from everything. So doing karma and having vairagya from karma are opposite, swabhava wise. So just that kind of an idea is there. Further, what? Because karma will give you a nitya phala. It will give you a nitya phala. Further, what here? Jnana vishayasya. Here, no, jnanasya ka swabhava. इति चेत् ज्ञानस्य प्रमाण वस्तु परतंत्रतया अविद्या निवर्तकत्वं स्वभावः. Karma is avidya karya. And what is jnana swabhava? Jnana swabhava is to take away avidya. Avidya nivartakatvam is its swabhava. As we saw last time, when pramana and prameya comes in contact, prama utpadyate. You have no choice there. So, Ajnana, if I don't know this, I have never seen, say, let's say, I've never seen a particular fruit. So, particular fruit, whatever, what is tat phalam, I have not seen. So, somebody brings that and I look at it. Now, I can't say I never seen. My Ajnana is gone. Its swabhava is, it will take away Ajnana. As soon as you see it, the Ajnana of not seeing is gone. Not seeing, not knowing that particular fruit is gone. So, jnanasya pramana vastu paratantra. Again, why? Because you have no choice either. No, I am seeing this, but I see a banana. No, you are seeing a jackfruit. This is a jackfruit. Let's say I didn't know jackfruit. So, I am seeing a jackfruit. I cannot say I am seeing banana. Better example, what? If the example I give is vriksha. You're looking at vriksha. There's a green vriksha. No, it's raining. It's all green. Now, you see, you have to see it as red. You can't see it red. There is no kartru tantratva there. So there is vastu tantratva. So vastu paratantra, I mean dependent on vastu. Vastu tantra it is. Paratantra, vastu is para. That's all. So vastu paratantra, dependent on vastu is the jnana. In keeping with the vastu is the jnana, there is no choice of the karta to see red when it is green. To see a banana when you are seeing jackfruit. No choice there. So that is the swabhava. Whereas karma is what? Avidya karya, and avidya nivartakatvam is its swabhava. Therefore, karma won't work. Further, what? Jnana vishayasya cha atmana kutastatvena asadhyatvam. Now, jnana vishayasya cha atmana. Jnana vishayasya. Tad vishayasya is what? Jnana vishayasya. In samasa there was tad vishaya. Tad vishaya swabhava is what? Jnana vishaya swabhava. What is jnana vishaya swabhava? Jnana vishaya is what? Atma. Atma jnana vishaya is atma only. What is the karma for the jnana? Karmani shashti there, atma. So atma jnana, when you say atma is karma or vishaya to jnana, jnadhatu. Jnana vishaya atmana kutastatvena. That is you, very you. Kutas, it is not something to be attained. It is nitya vastu. It cannot be created. Jnana vishayasya atmana kutastatvena hetuna asadhyatvam swabhavaha. Asadhyatvam. It is not something to be attained. It is you. How, it's to say, example is what? You are standing in that very place and ask where do you want to go? I had this experience. 2006 odd, I quit Bangalore. I was in Bangalore and metro work was going on. I had never seen that, MG Road. So a couple of years later, I landed there. So MG Road was wide in my memory, and in between there was a bridge or something. I had never seen a bridge there. So a bus or something dropped me there. I was asking people, where is this MG Road? I was right on MG Road, standing on MG Road. This is MG Road. I said, this is MG Road? In 2 years, this is MG Road? So it's all, completely changed. You don't recognize. And MG Road is, almost all places have this name, MG Road, thanks to our political parties. Name everything, best available everywhere. You consume those resources, name it, brand it, ours. So anyway, so similarly here, what you are, You cannot be asking around how do I get, how do I get myself? How do I get myself? It is you. Kutastatvena asadhyatvam svabhava. It is not something to be generated. I will create myself out of karma and all that, and then I'll attain myself. There is no attaining, there is no. So none of these are. So what was said, utpadyam, apyam, samskar, vikara, Atma is not. Atma is asadhya because Atma is siddha vastu. It is you. Not only siddha vastu that it is there, it is you. It is me, I. The aham in every jiva, that is kutastatvena atmana asadhyatvam. And thereby purvam kevala karmana mukti sadhanatvam nirakrutam. Kevala karmana. Now he says that this is a swabhava, therefore it is not something to be attained. Mumukshu's own swabhava is, swarupa is atma, which is siddha vastu. So it is not something to be attained as jnana vishaya, and karma also can do. Jnana vishaya means knowing what you are, that's all. There is no attainment of this. Attainment of jnana, all right, vrityatmaka, but not of attainment of jnana vishaya. And jnana swarupa is like that, it is vastu tantra. Therefore, whatever atma is, you don't have a choice in karma that I will attain something else now. Instead of avidya nivrutti, I'll do something else. You don't have a choice there. Or avidya nivrutti, I'll do it with karma also. You can't do it because it is only jnana swabhava. Jnana alone can take away. That's what it means. Jnanasya pramanastu paratantraya avidya nivartattukam swabhava karmana nasti ityartha. Karmana saswabhava nasti. Kaswabhava says pramana vastu paratantrataya avidya nivartatvam, or what? Pramana vastu paratantrata is not there. Karma is what? Not vastu paratantra. It is not vastu tantra. It is kartru tantra. I have a choice. I have to have a choice to do karma, not do karma, do it differently. Do opposite karma also. Differently means not opposite also. So any which way I do it, I will not be able to do avidya nivarana with karma. Only jnana can do it. So this being the case, getting some pop-ups here. I opened a Telegram for this purpose to download the document. I had colored that. Just give me one moment. It is giving some pop-ups here. Okay, so here, Purvam, what was mentioned earlier, Kevala Karmanam Mukti Sadhanatvam Nirakrutam. Kevala Karma is not Mukti Sadhana. Second, what is mentioned here? Mukti Sadhanatvam, there is a Tippana which does not fit in here. Kundalita Bhagas Chandra, okay, Grahyatra. So, Mukti Sadhanatvam, so Swabhava, okay, so what was this Kundalista is here in the brackets. In this patha, in Chitsuki Tika, Chitsukacharya's Tika, Jnanasya, here, Jnana Vishayasya Chatmana Kutastituna Asadhyatvam Nirakrutam. This was mentioned, but in brackets, what is there? That is there in the other Tika. Without that, it will not make sense. So, Grahyam, this has to be. So, we read that. It is done. Nirakrutam. Adhuna Jnanena Angangi Bhavena Sampradhanataya va Samuchitasya api Mukti Sadhanatvam na sambhavati iti uchyate ityartha. So earlier what was said here, Kevala Jnana is not sufficient. Evam tavat Kevalam Karma Sakshad Avidya Apanuptayena Paryaptam. So the Purva Pakshi may say what? Karma Kandi. Okay, Kevala Karma is not sufficient. Along with Jnana, let it be sufficient. But you should not give up Karma. That is his idea. So to this, Siddhanti says, now he is going to make up a case as to why they cannot go together also to remove ajnana. See, some people write, there's a task given to a couple of people. Two people it is given. Let's assume that two people have given, Chaitra and Maitra have been given a task by whoever, the authority. Chaitra is doing good work. Maitra is sitting along. Okay, he is just whiling around time pass. When the boss comes in, he says that, okay, I am also there. Chaitra can independently do everything. What is the role of Maitra now? Karma. When Vidya Chaitra can do its role of Ajnana Nivritti, what is Karma going to do sitting along? Doing nothing. So it's also tags along. So Maitra is showing that I am also there, just sitting there. Then when the boss comes, let me do something as well. No? Just hand me something, so let me also show that I am doing some work. So this is the role of karma, is it? Karma cannot do anything. When vidya, jnana itself is sufficient, why does it need help of karma? This is the real answer. But Siddhanti says, okay, if you say both together, then we'll ask you, is there an Angangi Bhava? Angangi Bhava means one is Pradhana, the other is assistant. Then who is the senior, who is assistant? Like Chaitra and Maitra together, will Chaitra and Maitra divide the work equally and do it? From the boss's perspective, you both do the work. So the question is what? Oh, should we distribute it equally? Should we both do it together? One question. Second question, where is Chaitra the Pradhana worker and then Maitra will assist? Or Maitra is Pradhana and Chaitra will assist? Three possibilities are there. Here also, Jnana Karma Samuchaya, if you say is Karana for Moksha, then is it Samapradhana? Both equally do the work and remove Ajnana? Or is Jnana going to use Karma and remove Ajnana? So Jnana becomes Angi and Anga is what? Karma. Anga is a helper, subsidiary. Or karma is pradhana and jnana will become subsidiary to it. So these are the possibilities. Aduna jnanena angangi bhavena samapradhanataya va samuchitasya api mukti sadhanatvam na sambhavati uchyate ityartha. Both put together also any which way in combination won't work. एवं समुदाय तात्पर्यम अभिधाय अधुना समानांतर श्लोक तात्पर्यम आह. So this is the entire, section that is going to come. That is the tatparya of the entire section which comes up now. In that, what is the immediate tatparya of the next shloka? Meaning tatparya of the immediate next shloka. Samanantara shloka tatparya tatra iti. So Bhagavan Sureshwaracharya says, tatra iti. Oh, there's a lot of bhashya before that. So yadrishascha aradupakarakattvena jnanotpattau karmanam samuchchayaha sambhavati tata pratipaditam. So yadrishascha aradupakarat. We have said that karma has a role. It is not that karma is futile. So what has been done? Karma cannot give moksha, we have said. Purvapakshi said what? Oh, then karma is futile, is it? No. Karma has a role. No, it cannot give mukti directly, but it can help get chitta shuddhi, without which mukti is not possible. Therefore, jnana is not possible. Therefore, mukti is not possible. So aradupakarakatvam natu sakshat. So it was explained. Jnanotpatto karmanam samuchchaya. Meaning, samuchchaya means what? Karma will also assist to get chitta shuddhi. So there is a tippana here. What does it say? Samuchchaya means eka karya karitvam iti bhava. Eka karya karitvam. It will also lead to samuchchaya is what? Whatever is the goal of jnana, same is the goal of the karma also. But here, not directly, through chitta shuddhi. So that was said here. Sambhavati tatha pratipaditam. That has been explained. Avidya uchchittau tu labdhatma svabhavasya atmajnanasya eva sadharanam sadhakatamatvam na anyasya pradhanabhutasya gunabhutasya cha iti etad adhuna uchyate. So now what is being said? Avidya uchchittau. To remove avidya, uproot avidya, towards that what? Labdhatma svabhavasya atmajnanasya. Bahuri labdhatma svabhavasya. Labdha atmasvabhava yena. Yena atmajnanena. Tadjnanam is what? Labdhatma svabhavam jnanam. Atmajnanam. Meaning what? Atma is swabhava, your swabhava, and that has been attained by Atmajnana itself. Atmajnana, after the vritti, Brahmakara vritti, what remains is Atmajnana only. That Atmajnana is what? Really Chitswarupa, because vritti will go away. So Atmajnana, one has Atmajnana, that Jnani, Atma itself is the Swarupa. Finally, nothing else. Therefore, Labdhatma Swabhavasya Atmajnanasya eva what? Evakara is there. Avadharane. Eva sadharanam, eva asadharana. Asadharana sadhakatamatvam. What is sadhakatamatvam? Sadhakatamatvam is sadhana. It is sadhana. Sadhakatamatvam karanam. Vyakarana Sutra. So whatever helps the karta to get the karma. Karma is what? In Vyakarana? Ipsitavam karma. Kartu ipsitavam karma. Why is karta doing any kriya? Who is karta? Karta lakshana first. Vyakarana sutra, swatantra karta. So karakeshu yah swatantra sa karta. In all the karakas, who is the is independent? Only one is independent. Karta is independent. Why? Because he can choose to do, choose not to do it any which way. He does not need anyone to be karta, meaning be, not be karta, be. So one who is swatantra is karta. Then what does he desire? He desires a lot of things. He desires a lot of things. But in that kriya, any kriya, kru kriya, dukrunch karne, in doing some kriya, what is the most desirable? Ipsita tamam. Ipsa is what? Ichha, desire, kamana. Ipsita tamam, tamap pratya, superlative. What is the most desired in that karma, in that kriya? That is called as karma. To get that karma now, what does he have to do? He is doing that kriya. What else he has to do? No, but while doing that, for example, I am a karta, meaning karta of what? Eating food. What are you doing? I am eating food. So what is desirable? That food is desirable. So food is karma. I am karta. What is karna now? Sadhakatama. Sadhakatamattum, karnattum. What is karna? So I eat with my hands. Without hand, I can't eat, or without spoon. So that becomes what? Karna. Karne tritiya. So hastena khadati. Hastena khadami. Kim khadami? Tat karma. Ka khadati? Aham khadami. So aham what? Aham karta. And then what? Hastena khadati. Hasta is what? Karna. Similarly here, अविद्या उच्छित्तौ तु लब्धात्म स्वभावस्य आत्मज्ञानस्य एव असाधारणं साधकतमत्वं. What is karana? Sadhana. How can I get that? What is the kriya here? What kriya here in the case of karma kandi, that karna will become karma only. Finally, with which means I attain the most desired, that also I have to seek, right? Then do it. Here, in the case of karma, Atmajnana is the most ultimate sadhakatamatvam. It has a sadhakatamatvam means what? Atmajnana has sadhakatamatvam. Atmajnana is sadhaka. It is the one which will bring about moksha, towards mukti. Avidya Uchchitti is mukti, and towards Avidya Uchchitti, which if that is my ultimate karya, what is most desired by me to attain that goal? To attain that goal, what is most desirable means to me, that is called as asadharana karana. Asadharana karana is karana. Tarkika lakshana is what? Asadharana karana is karana. There are many karanas, but which is asadharana? Asadharana is what? Not common to others. Particular. Without which the sadhya will not be attained. Avidya Uchchitti sadhya. I have to remove avidya. That is sadhya. That is not natural. That is not swabhavika. That is not nitya. Avidya is there. Avidya has to be removed. This is my goal. This itself I will call as mukti. Figuratively. So avidya Uchchitti being the goal, I am the karta of that avidya Uchchitti. Karta says I want it, not the karta. So here Atmajnana is the means. It is the only means, asadharana karana. Therefore, sadhakatamatvam atmajnanasya eva, natu anyasya. Why sadhakatamatvam is mentioned? Because others may be there, arat upakarkata. They are not asadharana, they are sadharana. For example, if I want to make ghata, in Tarka example is ghata is being made. If ghata is being made, what is needed? Chakra is needed, danda is needed. Okay. Chakra and danda are given. What do you do now? Make a pot. Without clay, he said, where is the clay? Chakra danda I asked for. I assume that you know that, if a clay pot is to be made, you have to bring clay. I need not tell you why, because it is without clay, how can I make a clay pot? Without danda chakra, you can use something or the other. So this is called anyata siddha. In Tarka language, anyata siddha. Somehow you can make do with other things. They are also there, but they are not the most important there. So mrit, in the case of mrit here, mrit is not karana, by the way. Danda, sorry, I said without danda chakra I can't do. Mrut is needed, but what is Mrut? Mrut is the material cause. There it is what? Karana. It is not Karana there. It is also Karana. It is also Karana. What is Karana now? Asadharana Karana here. So here, what all do we need? All that will become Karana, important. So Chakra is needed, Danda is also needed. So Tarkika will discuss all this. So the language is what? Asadharanam Karanam Karanam. This is the definition. I use that example. Chakra is needed, Danda is needed. All these are needed, without which it will not be possible. I'm sorry, the example is not Danda, without Danda or Chakra. So Danda and Chakra is mentioned there. Mrut is material cause, Prakriti. We are not talking about Prakriti, Karana. Karana and Karya is there, but what is Karana there among all the Karanas, which is Karana? So there, that Karana, Asadharanam Karanam Karana. In that also now, what is Anyata Siddha? Now, somebody may say, okay, the clay is there, Danda Chakra is there. What about this clay? How did you bring clay? Oh, I used a porter or something. Oh, so porter is needed. There the example is given, Gardava, donkey. You will put the load, old school, they'll put the load on the donkey and the donkey will carry the clay. So without the donkey also you can't get it. So donkey is also Karana. Why not call that as important part of pot also? So can you say that a pot can never be made without a donkey? Makes no sense, right? It is not Asadharana Karana, Anyata Siddha. It is Anyata Siddha. And other things are needed. Desha, Kala. Without the Desha, you don't need. You cannot create a pot. Desha is needed. Kala also. An appropriate Kala is needed to make the pot. It should be sunny. You can't make it in the rain. So Desha, Kala are all Sadharana Karanas. Ishvara Ichha. Ishvara Ichha is also there. Ishvara Ichha is Karana for Tarkika. So all these are Karanas, but not Asadharana. They are Sadharana. They are Karana for others also. But for the pot, which is the particular Karana, that will become, that is the Karana we are looking at as Asadharana Karana. Here also, Atma Jnanasya eva Asadharanam Sadhakatamatvam. Here Sadhakatamatvam. It is the one which will attain finally. Help you attain avidya uchchiti. Therefore, na anyasya pradhana bhutasya guna bhutasya cha. Therefore, anyasya nasti. When Atmajnana alone can give you avidya uchchiti, asadharanataya, then what is the point of adding karma, whether as samapradhana or as superior to it or as inferior to it? There is no reason for adding karma. Guna bhuta means, gauna means as an assistant, or pradhana bhuta means karma becomes pradhana. No reason. Iti etad aduna uchyate. This is being mentioned here as to tika now. Tatra, no, the sadhya iti. So tatra iti, tatra is done. Now, so tatra jnanam guna bhutam tavat ahetuhu iti etad aha. Tatra jnanam guna bhutam tavat ahetuhu. Guna bhutam means what? It is, jnana is anga and karma is angi. Jnana helps karma. That's what Purva Pakshi had said. Jnana also let it be there, but karma is pradhana. It gets the work done. Avidya uchchiti. So here he says in the shloka, Sannipatyat nacha jnanam karma jnanam nirasyati sadhya sadhana bhavatvad ekakala navasthitehe. So Sannipatya na cha jnanam karma ajnanam nirasyati sadhya sadhana bhavatvad ekakala anavasthitehe. Single word. So here Siddhanti is countering what point? That Sannipatya, the karma as a pradhana or as subsidiary also will not give moksha. So here jnanam karma ajnanam na nirasyati. Sannipatya nacha jnanam, nacha is there. So nacha Sannipatya nacha jnanam karma ajnanam nirasyati sadhya sadhana bhavatvad ekakala anavasthitehe. Here he says Sannipatya is to get, meaning Sannipata is in proximity. So in proximity means what? It's anga angi bhava. That's the idea. Sannipatya. Sannipata upakaraka. So there is a statement like that as to in in proximity. Here it's Angangi Bhava. What is that proximity? Angangi Bhava. So here, Ajnanam, the karma Ajnanam na nirasyati. What karma? Sannipatya Jnanam. Jnanam Sannipatya cha karma. Sannipatya, Lyabanta. Having, being connected in Angangi Bhava, Jnanam cha Sannipatya karma. Ajnanam na nirasyati. So here jnana, see karma is in first case, okay? Jnana and karma, neuter, right? Jnanam is also neuter, karma is also neuter. They are not in samanadikaranam. Jnana and karma can never be in samanadikaranam. Karma, jnanam sannipatya. Jnana is in second case as karma to sannipatya, and karma is in first case. Ajnanam here is also in second case, but it is nirasyati karma. So what is the anvaya here? Karma Jnanam sannipatya cha ajnanam na nirasyati. What is the hetu? Hetu can be added in between. Sadhya sadhana bhavatvad ekakala anavasthitehe. There is no tippana here. Sadhya sadhana bhavatvad. So, yeah, or we have to make two sentences there. Just struggling with the anvaya there because sadhya sadhana bhavatvad is there. Let's see if the Tikakara gives something. Because sadhya sadhana bhavatvat. Ajnana we can say ajnana, and with ajnana and karya we can bring in. So that can be the explanation. Let's see what Tikakara does. To me, if I have to say sadhya sadhana bhavatvat, we'll say ajnana and karma have sadhya sadhana bhava. We'll say what? Ajnana and karma. Ajnana is sadhana to karma. This is what one reading. Okay, we'll see what Tikakara does. Otherwise, I have to do split and anvaya as to jnana has sadhya sadhana bhava with ajnana nirasa. So that won't work. We'll see what is being done. Sadhya sadhana abhavatvat would have been a good reading. I don't know whether such reading is there. There's no tippana here. Right? So sadhya sadhana bhavatvad ekakala anavasthitehe. Or we can say what? There is an sadhya sadhana bhavatvad is expected. I'm just explaining possibilities here. Anvaya wise, sadhya sadhana bhavatvat karma ajnanam na nirasyati. We can say what? They have sadhya sadhana bhava. That's the way we can understand it. Other possibilities are what? Sadhya sadhana bhavatvad jataha ajnana nirasa, and they don't have it. Karma and ajnana don't have that sadhya sadhana bhava, therefore. Meaning what? Their karma will become sadhana and ajnana nivritti is sadhya. So, ajnanam karma kimna nirasyati, we'll say na sadhya sadhana bhavatvat. Na has to be reused. Right? Na has to be reused there. Na nirasyati and na sadhya sadhana bhavatvat, meaning sadhya sadhana abhava. That's how it will mean. Otherwise, we'll say sadhya sadhana bhavatvad eva ajnana nivritti. This is the understanding. And that is not there. Why? Eka kala anavasthitehe. Eka kala anavasthitehe. Both should be there in the same time. That is not the case. We'll see what both should be there. Eka kala anavasthite. You cannot have both at the same time. Ajnana and jnana, they will have virodha there. Right? So we'll see what the Tika does, and we'll come back and because here Anvaya is not possible unless we see what the Tikakara says. Multiple possibilities are there. We look at the Tika. So Eka kala anavasthite, they won't be there at the same time. So here see karmana. Tikakara says karmanaha angatvena sannipatya jnanam avidyam na nirasyati. So karmana angatvena sannipatya jnanam. Karma becoming anga and having proximity with jnana avidyam na nirasyati. right? Meaning sannipata is both being together. Now here with this sannipata, sannipatyate jnanam, ekakala anavasthiti means what? Karma and jnana cannot be together. That is the anavasthiti here. Ekakala anavasthiti, see, karma and jnana should be together, right? When you say karma and jnana both together will counter ajnana, this is the claim of the Purvapakshi. Siddhanti says what? Ekakala anavasthite. Kayoho? Karma jnanayoho. You cannot say jnana is there and is doing karma. Both cannot be together. Eka kala anavasthiti. One who is doing karma does not have jnana. Oh, how about Janaka Raja? We already saw that. Janaka Raja is doing karma, is a jnani, yes, but he is not doing karma. Is he doing karma? To you it appears as karma. He is not doing karma. He is not seeing it as karma at all. There is no karma. Karma abhava. Prarabdha is samarpitam sopu. He is going by prarabdha. His prarabdha is to be a king. Another person will become a pakkad sadhu. That is his prarabdha. So, eka kala anavasthite kayoho jnana karmanoho. Jnana and karma cannot be together. If jnana is there, karma is not there. Karma abhava is there. Karma bhasa is there. And if karma is there, then jnana is not there. No, I am doing karma. Because we have seen whatever is there, tat kamasyeva cheshtitam. We have seen this earlier, right? So, whatever yadyat karoti jantuhu kurute, what yadyat kurute tat sarvam, actually what? Kamasyeva cheshtitam. So, karma is being done, then kama is there. Where is the jnana? Jnana is not there. Therefore, karma and jnana cannot be together. If jnana is there, it will take away ajnana. Because why? It has been mentioned here that Atmajnanasya asadharana sadakatamatvam. When jnana takes place, it is what? In Tika it was said as what? Paratantra. Pramana vastu paratantratya jnanasya avidya nivartakatvam swabhavaha. Jnana is there means it will take away ajnana. There is no other way. If it is taken away ajnana, ajnana karya is karma. Where is karma to be together? Jnana swabhava is to take away ajnana. Karma is ajnana karya. Can jnana and karma be together? No, because if karana is countered by jnana, then how the karana karya karma be there to do sannipata? Not possible. So that's why it says, that is the meaning of this ekakala anavasthitehe. Therefore, this is the hetu that not for ajnanam na nirasyati, but for sannipata itself being possible. That's how you have to read it. Why can't karma along with jnana not take away ajnana? Because karma and jnana cannot be together. To say that we both will together, they cannot be together. Cannot be together. It's like saying, there's a snake and mungus. Snake and mungus are friends. They'll do some task together. They cannot do together. They cannot be together. It's like saying, let's have water and fire together in one place and then do something. You cannot do it together. Both are opposed to each other. It will, exhaust the fire. If the water is less, then it will evaporate. Fire will evaporate water, or water will extinguish the fire. There is virodha. So here he says that is the reason. This is the 54th verse. Sadhya sadhana bhavatvat. Sadhya sadhana bhavat kayoho. Jnana and ajnana nivritti. Therefore, it will take away ajnana, and thereby you cannot have karma remaining to have samuchaya. We'll see what sadhya sadhana bhavatva, how it is dealt with again. So, karmana angatvena sannipatti jnanam avidyam na nirasyati kuta ityatra sadhyeti. Sadhya sadhana bhavatvat. He says, tatra antakarana shuddhidvarena karma sadhanam cha jnanam sadhyam atayeva ekakala anavasthitehe na angangi bhavaha. So, Tika, he is also doing some interpretation by adding words. Otherwise, you cannot do it. He says, tatra antakarana shuddhidvarena karma sadhanam. So yes, you have to add that. Sadhya sadhana bhava is, there are multiple ways to read. Sadhya sadhana bhava is between jnana and ajnana nivritti. This is one way that I explained. Therefore, If jnana takes away ajnana, then karma, which is ajnana karya, won't be there to do sannipata. Whereby karma can take away ajnana. That is not possible. Tikakara says that sadhya sadhana bhava is between whom? Between karma and ajnana nivrutti, yes, but chitta shuddhi dvarena. He says, tatra antakarana shuddhi dvarena karma sadhanam, so jnanam sadhyam. Between what? Between jnana and, so he's saying sadhya sadhana bhava between karma and jnana, not between karma and ajnana nivrutti, mukti. Sadhya sadhana bhavatvat kayo, again, between whom? Between. So, eka kala anavasthiti is between karma and jnana, and sadhya sadhana bhava is also between karma and jnana. Karma is sadhana to jnanotpatti chitta shuddhi dvarena. If chitta shuddhi dvarena, then once karma has given chitta shuddhi and jnana can take place, once jnana comes up, where is karma? Karma is not there. So now you can, now this is final understanding of the shloka is what? Karma jnanam sannipatya cha ajnanam na nirasyati. And hetu is to be added in between. Sadhya sadhana bhavatvad, in bracket you add. Karma jnana, karma and jnana. Jnana karmano you have to say, but because of the samasa rules, you can say either way, but jnana karmano sadhya sadhana bhavatvat. Karma being sadhana to jnana, chitta shuddhi dvarena, therefore, tayoho jnana karmanoho eka kala anavastitehe. They cannot be there simultaneously present to have anga angi bhava. Impossibility. And thereby what? So we can start with this. Anvaya will be what? Jnana karmanoho sadhya sadhana bhavatvat. Or you can say clearly, jnana karmanoho chitta shuddhi dvarena sadhya sadhana bhavatvat. Tayoho jnana karmanoho ekakala anavasthitehe karma jnanam cha sannipatya ajnanam na nirasyati. Na nirasyati means nirasam kartum na shaknoti. Na shaknoti ityartha. Not possible. Clear? Any confusion here? Because it's a difficult shloka. Because there is sadhya sadhana. See, when there is sadhya sadhana bhava, both cannot be together. You cannot say, see, Ramaha vanam gacchati, or let's take a better example. As every time Rama is going to the vana, let him be in Ayodhya only. Let it be in our hearts. So always that comes to mind, and always I think, why does he have to go to vana again? It's gone, done and dusted. So let's say that I want to go somewhere. Okay, I want to go somewhere. Let's say I want to go to Gangotri. Now I am in travel. So someone calls up, hey, where are you? Hey, I'm reaching Gangotri just now. I'm on the way. In a couple of hours, I'll be there. Yes, going to Gangotri. Having reached Gangotri, to go, this car, etc., to travel, everything is my sadhana to reach Gangotri. Having reached Gangotri, can I say, oh, I'm on the road also, and I'm driving and at Gangotri. Are you driving at Gangotri? What does it mean? Have you reached? No, I'm in the Gangotri temple. I'm driving. Makes no sense. I have driven to reach Gangotri temple. Now driving to Gangotri temple and being in Gangotri temple, both cannot be together. Why? Sadhya sadhana bhavatva eka kala anavasthiti. Driving and being in the temple as a goal, both cannot be together. So karma and jnana, how will they be together? Karma is the sadhana to jnana. Once karma sadhana is over, jnana has come up, karma cannot be there at all. So take it all the way, it will have opposition also really. Bhagwan Bhashya really said there is sakshat opposition. When jnana comes up, there is no karma possible, it is ajnana karya. So let's finish this last sentence there. So ekakala navastite angangi bhava nasti. Tat sadhyasya tadangatva adrustehe adruste tadangatva adrustehe एक प्रयोग अनारूढ़त्वा जन्मांतर अनुष्ठितस्यापि कर्मणा ज्ञान साध्यत्व अंगीकाराच्च इत्यर्थः. So he explains that which karma and jnana have angangi bhava. He says any karma. Sadhya sadhana bhava, not angangi bhava, sadhya sadhana bhava. Meaning what? Karma is sadhana to sadhya jnana. Tat sadhyasya, karma sadhyasya tadangatvat. Anything. Tat can be anything. Here what? Tatsadhyasya tarangatvad adrushte. Adrushta takes place. Adrushta is there chitta shuddhi. Chitta shuddhi karaka adrushta. Eka prayoga anarudatvat janmantar anushtitasya. So eka prayoga anarudatvat. It is not that only one karma will end up giving this result. So many karmas are there. Therefore, janmantara anushtitasya pi karmana. Every karma that you have done earlier also, all put together, with that so many punya karmas, there is a possibility of moksha ichha. Advaita vasana utpadyate. So many janmantara karma. Viveka Chudamani, Bhagwan Bhashyakara talks about Bhagavad Padacharya in this shloka. So tatsadhyasya tarangatvad adrushte eka prayoga anarudatvad. It will not give, this adrushta will give one result. He says that janmantara also you bring in. Anushtita syapi karmanaha jnana sadhanatva angikara. All karma, not only this karma, sir, every karma that you have done, all put together, today it is fructifying in chitta shuddhi and jnanotpatti. So it cannot be all karmas will be there, adrushta is there, that adrushta will sit together with jnana. No. All that adrushta has given chitta shuddhi, not moksha. Jnana has come up due to chitta shuddhi. Where is the chitta shuddhi from? Not only this karma yoga, you have done karma yoga, janma janmantara. All of that has fructified in chitta shuddhi today. So now they also cannot be together. Oh, adrushta will come and sit and do together. No. Adrushta is also fructified now. That adrushta has fructified into chitta shuddhi. It cannot give any more result. It cannot be with karma together. Sorry for a longer class, but I wanted to do at least, one shloka because we took a discussion on karma yoga. Therefore, what? Karmana jnana sadhanatva angikara chaityartaha. Karma is jnana jnana sadhana. Jnana is sadhya for karma. They cannot be together. This is the idea. Therefore, no samuchaya is possible. Anga angi bhava, karma pradhana and jnana gauna. Jnana pradhana and karma gauna both are not possible. What about together? Same reasoning. So with one reasoning, he took away all possibilities. Because they cannot be together in a single reasoning. With the Bhagwan Bhashyakara does an analysis, which is pradhana, which is gauna, he does that. I think in Gita Bhashya only somewhere, he does this analysis. Here, single shloka, in a single hetu, they cannot be together. How will they become gauna, pradhana, bhava, samabhava? Nothing is possible. They cannot be together. That's all. Very, simple. Simple. Shloka is difficult, but the counter is simple. Okay. This is our Mangalacharana. Yat sakshat sachidanandam pratyagadvayam akriyam tannamam nirusyasi yogi gamyam parampadam. So some difficult shlokas will run across pages also. So we need to spend more time. Rest we'll try. If it is easy, we'll try and go faster. We are going very slow. Hopefully it is, it is helpful anyway. Namaste. Dhanyawada.
धन्यवाद।